afternoon from Brisbane, Australia. It's wonderful to be here with you again today. My son Joshua and his partner Katie are here, so it's been... We're going out to lunch shortly. So, I'm Linda, I'm your counsellor on call, where we do membership groups for people who want access to really relevant information and a counsellor to help them through the challenging times. Okay, so today, this is what we're going to have a look at. Things that unhappy people don't know. So maybe you're a bit unhappy and maybe you don't know. Or maybe when we finish you share it with somebody or share it around, because if they don't know, how are they going to get happy? They can't, okay? So gaining information is always powerful. So number one, action may not always bring happiness, but there is no happiness without action. So we can talk till the cows come home. People have this tendency to want to whinge about stuff that will never change unless they take action. So with action, we can be happy. Happiness can exist only in acceptance. Okay, so sometimes we have to accept how things are in this space and this time, and when we come to that place of acceptance, then we're able to see how we're going to move forward. Okay, so think about it this way: we have to have a heart change the habits of our heart in order that we can have a change in our environment. So when we come to a place of acceptance that some people and some circumstances just are how they are, like they're bigger than we can control. So if you work in an office, in a big city office, and you know there's systems in place, there's people in place, you can't change any of that. So when you come to that level of acceptance of what you can't change, then it empowers you to begin to look at where you want to go from here. Happiness often sneaks in through a door you didn't know you left open. And that's very true. Speaking as someone who still has a friend that came into my life nearly 2 years ago, it's quite amazing that how much people can bring into your life and you just don't even expect it. Okay? So also the opposite of that is don't shut doors that don't need to be shut. 4, remember that the happiest people are not those getting more, but those giving more. And I can't tell you how true this is. You have to experience it. When I first was becoming well and I couldn't talk and I couldn't take care of myself, one of the happiest things I did in my day that gave me great joy in my heart was getting online and helping women in secret groups that had been abused or coming through trauma or having to work out how to leave dysfunctional situations. And because I was already equipped with information, I was able to help them do, one step at a time, work out what they needed. And even though I couldn't speak it out loud, I was able to type it. So no matter what situation we're in, we can always find ways to give other people joy. And it brings us a lot of happiness as well. It is not easy to find happiness in ourselves, and it is not possible to find it elsewhere. It isn't, but it's not easy, but it is doable. Okay, so somebody who's unhappy, they won't realise that they can find happiness within themselves, but they've just got to change some of their actions and change some of their heart behaviours. Okay, so look at which path my heart's going down every single day. What's on repetition within me in order that I can change that and bring happiness. And the best thing you do is sit down and watch a funny movie. That'll make you feel happy, and that'll give you space where you decide, right, I want to pursue happiness in my heart instead of my heart going down trauma-ridden pathways. Okay. The 2 enemies of human happiness are pain and boredom. And this is just so true. Pain comes back so that we revisit it and we can heal. But boredom is something I see in a lot of young people because they've either not experienced hope, the hope of happiness, the hope of joy, the hope of connection, okay? And the boredom will come through a lack of connection in your life as well. So get connected into a bunch of good people. And if they're good people, it doesn't matter where you've come from, what you're doing, where you're going. They're just good people with good vibes. So make the effort to do that. Or be that for somebody else. Happiness is the absence of the striving for happiness. So happiness is a place of being, it's not a place of doing. Okay, so we want to sit in a space where we're happy within ourselves, and often that means having the courage to deal with our wounds as they come up, but we don't have to be walking wounded. That's the only conversation we have. All right, find something that gives you joy, and then find other people that like that too and share it with them. You're not alone. You are never alone. The first recipe for happiness is avoid too lengthy meditation on the past, which is what we've spoken about during this time together, is the past doesn't hold solutions. It will hold the problems for however long you want to hold on to them, and for however long that you choose not to be responsible for as the catalyst of change in your day-to-day life. Okay. That's all for today. Remember to hit replay if you hear on the replay, and share and care for those around you. All right? That's the best thing we can do, is to connect, is care. Care for those that we may not even be able to talk with, but we can care for them. All right. Blessings and dreams, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.